Hi, I'm Mark, callsign G1DX, here at Martin Lynch & Sons, and today we're going to briefly cover WiresX. What is WiresX? Very simply, WiresX, which is sometimes referred to incorrectly as C4FM and sometimes referred to incorrectly as Fusion. Fusion, by the way, is the umbrella term for WiresX, C4FM and the whole ecosystem. C4FM is the modulation mode, and WiresX is the digital network that Yaesu own that enables both digital transmission and analog transmission to coexist on the same repeater and have conversations with each other. This is a unique feature to Yaesu's system Fusion architecture and not the same as any of the other digital modes, especially DMR and D-Star, which will only permit digital traffic. For example, if I had a nice low-cost, high-quality transceiver like the Yaesu FT-4X, very good little transceiver this. It is good, but it's only analog. For instance, if I'm on a Yaesu System Fusion repeater, I'm using this, but someone else turns up and he's using an FT-5DE, but he's on the digital network. He's using it digitally. If the repeater's configured correctly, the really clever thing about System Fusion is it will switch these transceivers over to analog so they can converse with the person using the FT4, which is really trick. That does not happen in the other digital modes such as DMR and D-Star. And in a moment, I'm going to show you how to set up this FT5DE to use real WiresX as opposed to the facsimile type of modes you get through things like hotspots using the SCU-57 cable kit. But also, of course, there is another option. You could use an HRI 200, which is a different way of doing it and also gives you the ability to set up your own chat room or room, depending on how you want to term it. Today we're going to do it the lower cost way of using the SCU-57 cable kit, but if you want to go the full hog, you'd need an HRI 200 and two of these to get on to WiresX. So we've cleared the desk, we've got the laptop out, got our radio ready. Where do we go from here? So, good place to go is onto the Martin Lynch website, hamradio.co.uk, and in the search bar, put in Sierra Charlie Uniform, SCU-57, and that will take you to the FT5DE stroke FT3DE WiresX node kit. And this is a special node that Yaesu have developed to keep the cost down for those that want to get onto the genuine WiresX network. So if you haven't already ordered your SCU-57 cable kit that will enable you to connect to WiresX, maybe now's a good time to get that ordered. But while that's en route to you, time is not wasted, because if you click on the actual WiresX kit and then scroll down, you will see, the SCU-57 kit, there's a list of instructions. On those instructions, there's a number of things, but there's three particularly important hyperlinks on there. It's the WiresX registration. Here, you will register your call sign with Yaesu. So you'll put in here a user ID. It can be what you like. I have used my full name, Mark Kenton, and then in the password, you make up a memorable password that you'll remember, and you will then log in. After you've registered with Yaesu, you'll get an email back from Yaesu immediately saying thank you for registering. This may lead you to believe that's the end of the process, which it is not. They are just acknowledging that they've received your request to be registered on the WiresX network. Then you will get, about a week later, another email from Yaesu with your node ID, your room ID, and also it will be registered to your radio's ID, of which I'm about to show you how to obtain your radio ID out of the radio. Hi, so what we're going to do now is obtain the radio's ID out of your FT-5DE, and apologies if my glasses are at an acute angle, but so I can see the screen. So you have your FT-5DE. I'm just going to turn it off again and turn it on so you can see that we're just in a regular mode there. You come up with the radio, your call sign. You want to obtain the radio's ID. All you do is give the F menu key a press. Nice one. And then use where it says Golf Mic in red, just press on that. And it will say radio IG check. If you press on that, and you can see there, that's my radio's ID. Echo Bravo 6, small m, then M for Mike Delta. Now we're going to go back to the laptop and radio and do some other parts for the installation process. But just to remind you again, in terms of sequence of events and timelines, it may take up to 1 week for you to get that email back from Yaesu informing you of your node and user ID. The next step is to download the driver for the SCU-57 cable. Now, on our instructions, you'll have 2 hyperlinks. You'll have on the left-hand side the hyperlink that takes you to the Yaesu website, where you download the Prolific driver from Yaesu, or it's called Prolific, by the way, those are the manufacturer who makes the chip. Or on the right-hand side, you can download the driver from Prolific themselves. I would suggest that you use the Prolific provided driver directly from Prolific on the right-hand side, because we do know that this works with Windows 11, and there's a little bit of question mark on the one from Yaesu as of the time of the making of this video. So click on the Prolific driver, download the driver. I hope you know how to use Windows. Unzip it and then run the program from the unzip directory. And all that will do is plonk the driver ready onto the computer for you to connect to the radio. But do this before you attach the radio or the SCU-57 kit. Do this right now, even before your kit arrives. You'll see this little arrow on your PC, WiresX. Double click on that and it will bring up this sign-on screen. And it's now looking for a connection to the radio. Now, in order for us to connect the radio to the computer, you will have already ordered your SCU-57 WiresX kit, and I've got some the components of which I've already got in front of me here. So in that kit you will have several components. Well, you'll have the SCU-55, which you may think is a USB cable, but it is not. The Prolific electronics are actually in this part here. That's the SCU-55. You'll also have a microphone and audio cable as well, and an adapter to take these cables and plug them in to the appropriate port of the radio. However, very few people use this part of the kit, but this is how it comes with Yaesu. They provide this in case you wanted to use your FT-5DE in an analog mode to communicate with the repeater. Again, very clever. Not any other system will allow you to communicate with the repeater in analog over the internet. But we'll put this aside because this is not generally used for WiresX connection. Most people stick with the pure digital side of WiresX. So all we need to do now is to open up the flap on the radio, plug the USB-like connector into the radio, like so, and then plug this USB into the laptop. And you will observe that probably nothing will happen. That's because we haven't put the radio yet into a digital mode. Now, we will do some other close-ups of this in a minute. You turn off the radio, you hold down the F menu and the WiresX menu. They're quite tricky to do, actually. I hope you can see I'm putting one finger there and one on there, and then turning the radio on. And now it says WiresX. This radio is now ready to connect up to the WiresX network. It's in the right mode. We've downloaded the prolific driver before we've attached the radio. We've installed the WiresX software. We're now ready to plug this in. So in we shall plug it. On the sign-on screen for WiresX, maybe just click the refresh button and that will scan the ports again. Click the down arrow and you'll see the prolific driver listed there. If you click on that and then press OK, it will start up WiresX. So we're starting up WiresX now. I've already registered it. Now, what's happened here is that you have a warning sign telling you that it can't detect any audio device. In effect, what it's looking for is it's looking for a connection via the audio channel of your PC to the mic and the audio jack of your FT-5DE. You can go ahead and connect it if you wish. However, if you have an old laptop like, sorry, not an old laptop, quite the opposite actually, a new laptop like mine, it does not have a mic jack or a USB head. I think it's got a headphone jack, but not a mic jack. The way to clear this message is to use something like a USB headphone headset. Anything that the computer thinks is an audio device with a microphone on it, and plug that into the USB port of your laptop. Close down WiresX and then restart WiresX. Now, just in case I haven't covered this already, when you first start up the WiresX software, it will ask for 3 parts of an ID. It will auto-populate the radio's ID because it reads that via the SCU-57 cable. It will auto-populate that into the sign-on screen, and then from the email that you have, you'll need to enter your room ID and your user ID that was emailed to you from Yaesu. Once you've done those entered those 2 items, press the ID check, and it will then take you on to the Yaesu System Fusion network. And now you have a couple of screens that have come up here. So let's try this this room here, this one that we found down here. Remember, the top one is the different call signs using and the frequencies, but we want to go into the chat rooms. So let's try connecting to that. Give us a few moments. And now, as you see on the top of the screen here, it's populating it with the different call signs that are logged into this chat room. If you can see up here. It's probably not the best time to get onto an American chat room because they're probably all fast asleep. But you can get some idea what's going on. In a moment, if there's someone that's active, this will burst into life and you can hear the person speaking to you in C4FM and talk to them with the press to talk button just as you normally would, though it will not be actually radiating any RF power. It will be going out through the SCU-55 digital cable into your PC and onto the internet and back out onto the WiresX network. So there you go, we're now on WiresX. You'll have to endeavour a bit with the software. Remember, you've got different chat rooms. If you're communicating with the USA, be aware of our time of day and their time of day. Well, Yaesu System Fusion is even more popular in America than it is here. So if you pick the right time of day, you'll find that the chat rooms are very busy. You'll hear the voices coming out of here in Yaesu digital mode, which is fairly clear. You'll be able to converse with them. But do read the install instructions on our website under the SCU-57 listing. Do ensure that universal plug and play on your router is open or enabled, or open up the ports that I've listed on the installation instructions. That will give you Yaesu System Fusion in portable node mode, working with the FT-5DE. The alternatives to doing this will be to use the HRI 200 and another donor transceiver. It's a more expensive method of doing it, but it does give you the ability to host your own chat room. And if you want a facsimile type of experience, you can always opt to link the FT-5DE in with a hotspot, such as the Zoom spot that we supply. This does not get you onto WiresX, but it does get you onto YSF, which is Yaesu System Fusion, which is nothing to do with Yaesu. It's actually a third-party hosted chat room. However, it does work with the Yaesu transceivers in Yaesu's digital mode, and also when you press the Yaesu System Fusion button, it will start up YSF and give you a facsimile experience as if you were pressing this if you're on a digital repeater. But failing that, SCU-57 kit, SCU-55 cable, install the WiresX software and get on to real WiresX. So I hope this has been of some help, and we do hope to hear you on the digital network. Take care.